So there is comfort in even seeking to destroy the other, that he thinks that in destroying the other, he will find balance in his heart to say that if he or she is not functioning in this realm, even when that if he or she is no longer functioning as they ought, then the world will judge that we are all on the same plane, or that what we're waiting for has not been released yet, or that if it has been lifted, it has been lifted over a whole realm. That is the insecurity of hiding your own inefficiencies by exposing the weaknesses of other men. Selah. Selah. Ponder on it. Let me make it easier for you. Cain takes an offering to God. Abel takes an offering to God. Who taught them to worship? Their father. I believe by Adam's wisdom, Cain and Abel knew what to do to offer the right sacrifice. In fact, the Bible tells us that Cain brought first, Genesis 4:3, I believe. In the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also, verses 4, brought the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. Who taught Abel that? It must have come from their father. But while the father was instructing, one understood the power of the first fruit. The other one just understood giving. Two men bring an offering, and the Bible says the Lord respected Abel's offering, but Cain's he respected not. Cain is annoyed by what he has lost. He has lost something there. Oh, there's a deep teaching there. One day we shall build it. I can't finish it today, but it's important for you to take something home. He has lost something. It's very powerful when the Bible says God did not respect Cain and his offering. He could have said he did not respect Cain's offering, but the Bible says he did not respect Cain and his offering. There's something wrong with Cain, and there's something wrong with the offering. That means there must have been a pre-orientation in what was expected of Cain for him not to fulfill, that in there then is expressed the disappointment of God in the person of Cain, and consequently in the offering. Now, God in his own infinite wisdom and grace comes to him very powerfully. He tells him, Cain, if you do well, will you not be accepted? So the question then is, Cain, I think there should be a way for you to do well. If you did not learn it last time, ask me how. But the destruction of what he has lost places a delusion and a deception in his spirit way stronger, that instead of asking God what to do to be accepted, he still feels that he can find balance on earth by destroying the one whom God has respected. Do you not know, he says, that if you do well, you too would be accepted. And if you do not well, if you do not well, he says, the Bible says, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it. That means you have the ability to say no to the voice speaking to you. And the next verses 8 says, now Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and even with the way open, he still will kill him. Because it's not important that he finds the way. It's important that the one which has found the way does not succeed. He's distracted by what he lost. Sometimes I see the ministers who fight people like us, and I don't get angry. I pity them. I sincerely don't have anger with them. That is why you've never heard me mention any minister or any ministry. In fact, there is one man of God. He in private speaks until his friends come and tell me, but why is this man speaking evil? And then when the sun comes up, he begs bread and I send him money. Because I pity him. I feel in my spirit, he's fighting with something older than me. It began with Cain. Now, if I'm consumed with this evil, then I have no respect for my rank. If I'm consumed by his evil, then it means I don't know why God has placed me where I'm placed. You get what I'm saying? That's for another day. There's a deeper conversation there. I'm still talking about guarding, keeping what was entrusted, committed to you. It's not yours. God owns it, but he gave it to your trust. Because in the Hebrew language, there's no such thing as to have. The Hebrew language uses the word to be entrusted with. I know many people frustrated, not because they were not given, but because they did not know how to keep what was given